Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Football Manager save. We're making good progress, we're firing through here. We are nearly wrapped up and nearly done with the first portion of the season. We're coming to the end of December, halfway through, and today a big episode. Obviously last episode was probably the biggest one yet, where we got a massive result in the Champions League, beating Atletico Madrid 1-0 at Celtic Park in what will go down as a historic night in the history of the Fitzsimon's tenure at Celtic. And since then, we've had some great luck, we've had some great, I won't even say luck, we've just been great altogether. So I'm trying to gas my words here, I'm feeling gassy. But aye, we've been playing fantastically since the last time we met. The first game we had was at Celtic Park against Livingston. We've just rolled with a 3-5-2 in every game bar one. So against Livingston, a 3-1 win. Even Patrick Klimala came on and got his first league goal. And I think, you know what, maybe has a little bit of something he could offer us in the future. But as you can see, his ability and his potential doesn't really amount to much. But I do like his what he offers sometimes. You're trying to change up the game, brings a little bit more pace into the squad sometimes. But he did add in to the goals and helped us secure the win against Livingston. I mean, I suppose it got a wee bit nervy towards the end. We had to rely on a 93rd minute penalty to kind of secure it, but we were always going to win anyway. Motherwell away from home, 3-0 win. I mean, it's been massive the dip they've had from the start of the season. Edouard, Bolingoli and Bauer getting goals to the fullbacks again, chipping in. Bolingoli's performance was absolutely sensational, and it's just, you know, the story of his season so far has just been an unbelievable addition to the team. Celtic, Johnson a 3-0 win again, and Moritz Bauer scoring in back-to-back games. I mean, look at his tally for the season. 5 goals, 10 assists. What a player Moritz Bauer's been, and it's making me consider perhaps we do make an offer and bring him in next year, because he's been absolutely unbelievable in his ability. Look at that, 4-star. I'm thinking about it, I really am. I think Moritz Bauer right now is making the case for being the starting right back in every single game, even though we dropped him for the next game that I'm about to show you, which is the Champions League game. We went away from home, we got the job done early, we switched back to the 4-2-3-1 just to try and, you know, get a bit of a more defensive, pragmatic approach that I always say, and get us our win. And we went up 2-0 very quickly. We then went up 3-0 and Edouard had another goal chopped off. His tally now standing on 21 goals for the season in 31 games. He's having a decent return for what he's been playing, and it was the result that was the last Champions League game. Now, I said at the end of the last episode we were going to play that in the Rangers game, but I thought to myself, we've not shown a Premiership game in quite a while on the channel, one whole episode, so why not I play two? And we've got a tough one against Hibs, who are sitting third, and then we're heading off to Castle Grayskull. We've got to take on Rangers in the second derby of the season. The first one, of course, wasn't too emphatic. We did get the win. We won 2-1. Morelos somehow scored. Today, we're going to go over there with a 3-5-2, no mercy, and hope for the best. Callum McGregor, though, will be out. Since the last time we met, Callum McGregor got a bad back injury. He's out for 5 weeks. He's already missed the last 3 games as well, which is gutting, because he's one of the best. Look at his stats, man. One of the best players in the team. He's out for a while, and missing him for that game will be crucial. But we do have Olivier Cham who can step in that role. Against Hibs, we're going to change it up. We're going to give other people a chance. We might even bring Dembele into the team. We've got a lot of things that we could change up against Hibs. In the finances, after the kind of, what the hell have I just seen there? 40 million in the transfer budget. Where did that come from? Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, we're in for a treat in the January window, aren't we? £39 million is the budget. The Champions League was nice to us. Merry fucking Christmas. Oh my. Right, okay. Didn't realise that, but the finances is looking great after the successful Champions League group stage. We're heading into the Europa League last 32 as well. I'll show you that's how the group ended up. This is all the teams that qualified. I'm kind of wasting time. We're getting into the games, but Salzburg and Porto went through in Group A. Leipzig would join us in Europa League. Liverpool and Atletico went through in this group. Atletico actually beat Liverpool, so wouldn't have mattered if we could have still went through somehow. Valencia and Chelsea went through in Group C. Valencia topping the group. Ajax dropping down. Some good teams dropping into the Europa League, by the way. It's going to be difficult. Barca and Tottenham heading through. PSG and Real Madrid, with Inter dropping to the Europa League. Man City and Bruges with Shakhtar dropping in. Bayern and Napoli, Lyon coming to Europa League. And Dortmund had an absolute nightmare in their group, which looked relatively easy to get a place from. But 5 points from 6 games. Seeing Benfica finish third, and Juventus and Galatasaray head through. A lot of people moaning about me not having badge packs. I'll try and install them for the next game. I've not been that bothered this year to try doing it. It's not been too much of a fuss, but I'll try and get it done this year. So I think we've made up for the Betfred Cup defeat, getting knocked out in the quarter final with how good we are doing in Europe. But it still is disappointing. We won't be winning the treble in the first season, but it gives us something to work for in the second season. As for the league table, I better show you that before we move into this game. That is how it stands. We are running away from Rangers at the top of the table now. We're 9 points clear, still undefeated in the first 16 games. Who caught me, Tony Mowbray? Rangers sitting in 33 points, 3 defeats now. Hibs not far behind. Aberdeen sitting in 4th. Hamilton rock bottom with St Mirren only a point ahead. There's the kind of average rating. The best player in the league is Middlesbrough. Yep, no joke. If we look at the fixtures very quickly over the last 3 games that we missed, Rangers were beaten to Kilmarnock at Rugby Park in quite a convincing 2-0 win. I'm just looking at the kind of top teams now. Aberdeen beating Hamilton, Hibs beating Ross County, and then the week before that, Rangers getting a win over Ross County, Hibs beating Hamilton, Liam Boyce getting a double in that game there. Rangers beat Hamilton 6-0 the week before that. Jack Colback even scoring, and Jermaine Defoe with a brace. And that would have been probably a sign to positive things. But as I said, they went on to lose at Rugby Park. And now they find themselves being 9 points behind. Right, today though, this is the question. What are we doing? We're going to change it up quite a bit. I've wasted so much time already. It's going to be a long episode because of how long the introduction is. Let's go to the development centre, right? And go to the potential. Sort it with the best. Where are you, me man? Where is he? Where is Karamoko Dembele? I can't find him. I want to play him. We're going to bring him in today. Oh, I've been the under 18s. Karamoko Dembele is going to get his first start. Oh, no, wait. I don't think I can play him. I think he's unregistered. I think that was a waste of time. No, I can play him. Karamoko Dembele. He's a bit tired, though. We'll put him on the bench. We're going to bring him in today and we're going to give him a chance, but we're also going to make sure that he's still playing under 18s football at the same time because we're not going to use him that much. I can't fucking find him. We're going to go to squad, available for under 18s, 90 minutes. He'll still be mostly playing in there. We're going to try and change it up today a little bit. We're going to play the 3-5-2, yes. Moritz Bauer is apparently the best player on the team at the minute. No joke. Apparently he's better than Edouard on current ability. That is unbelievable. He's got to start the game today. I want to give some other people a chance though that haven't really this season. So Johnny Hayes is actually going to get a start today. This could backfire massively, like beyond comprehension. It could backfire. But I do want to give players who haven't had that much of a chance this year a chance. And if that is by changing it up a little bit against Hibs, who are one of the best teams in the league, then if I get beat, it's my own fault. There's not too many changes that I can make. Kamara is going to start up top with Edouard. I'm changing Edouard's role. He's not scoring enough for my liking because I know how good he can be in FM, so I'm changing him to an advanced forward. He's got to play with Kamara up front today, and a decision that might not be popular, maybe putting Griffiths onto the bench, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just calm it. There's not too many other changes I can actually make. Brown suspended for this game. Rogic is still injured, so that means Christie has to kind of be the starting central attacking midfielder. We don't really have, because Beaton's injured as well, we don't really have another centre mid option. So we're going to go into the development centre and we're going to bring Ewan Henderson up today. Can he play? Already involved in another match today. Or can he? He's already played football today. Great. Fantastic. So we're going to have to take the risk on Neil Baton, who's carrying a knock, and bring him in to the team today. Around the bench, we're just going to dabble the best players in. Also putting Dembele onto the bench so that he can get a chance today. And then we should be ready to rock and roll. Craig Gordon will be back on the bench. Bolingoli will be on the bench. And that about does it, doesn't it? That'll do. That's the team that we're going to play against Hibs today. The 3-5-2. Beaton is carrying a knock, but we'll have to hopefully work for us. And we're changing it up. You know what? Call me ambitious. We're going to get... Even though we've got Rangers in our next game, we should probably give our starting 11 a run out so that they're prepared for that. But it's quite quick concession of games, and now we're in December, you know how busy it could be. So changing it up won't hurt us too much in terms of the Rangers game. But of course, I don't want to lose. Right now, we're invincible. I would like to keep it like that. And hopefully we do. But here we go. We're heading into the game. What a lengthy intro to the episode. Finally getting into it. And hopefully we just score more goals. We've scored like 3 goals in our last 5 league games. If we can keep that up, that'd be fantastic. Kamara has picked up a knock, but apparently he can play through it. Let's hope he does. I feel like I have one of these in every single episode. You must think I'm diabetic or something. I don't know. I look it, don't I? I'm joking. Right, Celtic now. Right, Kamara's probably going to have to come off. We send the ball into the box. Edouard collects it, gives it to Christie. It's fumbled in, but Julian was offside when it deflected off him. The goal won't stand. And I thought that was 1-0 there. But Julian in offside position when it did deflect off him. Look at the stats right now. We've had 14 shots, 7 on target. Hibs have had nothing there. Just to say that, they get 1. But we are dominating here. don't know how out of all these we've not had one highlight that hasn't been offside. Quite weird. Never usually happens. And we're going to go into half time somehow at 0-0, despite how well we look to be playing in terms of creating chances. I'm going to say the wrong thing. I didn't mean to click on that, and now the team are looking to switch off, which means we need to bring on a little bit of energy. Lee Griffiths is going to make his way up to come on for the injured Patrick Klimala. I was hoping Klimala would have had more of an impact in the game, but picking up an injury quite early on does kind of stop you from doing so. We collect the ball on the outside of the box after a poor clearance. Moritz Bauer has the ball, looking to go for the third game in a row, and Cham from far out, and Griffiths can't get to the rebound in time. Honestly, all you had to do was stick some power behind your big toe, and that was in the net, Lee. But in Cham from range hitting the post, and it looks as though we might need to change things up because we're getting quite far into the game. Everybody's looking nervous or complacent, and we've got 25 minutes left. Somehow not creating enough, even though we're creating tons. Right, we're changing it up, and Karamoko Dembele is coming on for his first Celtic start. This is going to be big, a big moment in the save. Eduardo's going to play off the left-hand side just now because I don't want to make too many changes. And here comes Karamoko Dembele. If we need to make any changes, we'll bring Bolingoli on and play Hayes on the left-hand side. But this could be it. This could be the changing point. This could be Dembele's big moment. If we actually want to do something. How have we created so much and there's barely been any highlights? It's absolutely mind-blowing. Simunovic collects the ball. Sends it back to Fraser Forster. Forster, just get the ball up the park, man. Stop wasting so much time. Julian, there's a lot of space on that right-hand side. I see wee Dembele. We've gave the ball to Dembele, who lays it off for Moritz Bauer. Bauer moving forward. He's been the star man over the past few weeks. Moritz Bauer's going the whole way and he just sends it a bit wide. It's disappointing. And this could be a very disappointing result. I think what we're going to have to do now is bring Bolingoli on. Eduardo is actually going to be heading off. Hayes is going to be playing on the left wing. Bolingoli on that side. We need to do something because this is not the result you want to take going to Ibrox. Julien has the ball. Sends it back to Foss. A lot of space down the left for Johnny Hayes. We send it to the middle though. Beaton. He has the ball. We're really missing Callum McGregor. You can just sense it. Ball out wide to Dembele. Could this be his moment? Gives it to Christie. And Cham. Surprised he's not shot. He's got it again. Will he shoot? No, he won't. He passes it off. Now we're struggling. Hibs are very defensive. Look at the amount of men they've got behind the ball. Look how they're pushing us up the park. And they're not making it easy here. Beaton. Gives it to Christie. Out wide. It's Bauer. Give it to Dembele. Give it to him. Griffiths. Shoot me, man. And Cham. What is happening? Christie back to Beaton. It's out wide for Bauer again. We just can't do something. Griffiths. Dembele! He's done it! Karamoko Dembele has arrived! He gets his first goal for Celtic coming on. He's the super sub. At 16 years of age, Karamoko Dembele scores his first goal for Celtic, and it's a minute of sheer tactical genius from Fitzsimons. Dembele puts it in the back of the net. He was a moment he'll never forget. He's won us the game in the 87th minute off a Lee Griffiths assist. Mental scenes. Can we just keep it going now into the end of the game? I think so. That is madness. He couldn't write it. In the 90th minute almost, Karamoko Dembele gets his first Celtic goal. And after a dominating performance, we had to wait. But the game changer and the game winner was none other than wee Karamoko Dembele. And that is him officially arrived to the Celtic squad. Does he have any form of involvement in the game on Wednesday night at Ibrox? I don't know, but that is crazy. The youth prospect. I didn't think he would do anything, to be quite honest. I thought I'd bring him on and it would just be, you know, a little change and it would maybe do something, maybe bring a spark to the answer. I didn't expect him to score the winner. That is mental. We've won 7 games in a row now. Another 1-0 win to join the Hearts and Aberdeen results of this run. But that is crazy. Karamoko Dembele stepping up big time in what is a huge moment in this Football Manager save. Now I've got a dilemma of what to name the title. Do we have it something about Dembele or do we have it something about the old firm? There we go. Karamoko Dembele becomes the youngest ever Premiership goal scorer at 16 years of age in 295 days. Crazy. The youngest before that was Fraser Fyvie of Cove Rangers, then of Aberdeen. Well, that's mental. Right. Time to move on, I suppose, because it's Derby Day in Glasgow in a moment. Quite weird that we're having this game. Not only is it not the last game before the winter break, there's 2 more to go, but also Wednesday night. Quite odd. We're hitting the Ibrox on Wednesday night now for the Derby. We weren't too emphatic in the last game, of course, against Hibs. We were, you know, a little bit off the pace. We relied on Karamoko Dembele coming on and getting us that goal. But we rotated big time. Now we have basically our best team back out in the park, obviously, bar McGregor, who's got that injury that sees him out until after the winter break. This is the team we're starting today. Cooper, Ayer, Julian, Bauer, Bolingoli, Brown and Cham, Christie, Eduardo, Griffiths with Foster in goals. Bauer has to start once again. We're going to bring Cooper back into the team. But because of the goal against Hibs, he's found himself with a place to bench. Will he make an impact today if he comes on? I don't know, but it is time. It is Derby Day. We'll go ahead into this game and hopefully get 2 out of 2 in the derby. The 3-5-2 at Ibrox, I'm kind of apprehensive a little bit towards. But we'll try and make it work. Anything to bloody beat them. I just want to score goals. I want Eduardo to have a big performance. He'd done zilch against Hibs the other night. He's been playing well up until that. You know, scored like 3 games in a row. But, you know, there's only one way to go down this aggressive. I expect nothing but a win. Let's just get right in the team's faces. It's motivated them. They're ready to go. Gerrard's mob don't stand a chance. Here we go. It's the second derby of the season. We won 2-1 at Parkhead. What will happen here? Notice that I never even showed you the Rangers team. That there's no Morelos. It's Defoe up front himself. That's the rest of the team beside him. Barisic is going to send it in. It's cleared. Now we have a chance to move up the park and counter. This was fantastic. What a turn from Eduardo. Eduardo's moving on. Go on. Look at that. He took him out of the game. Oh, right at McGregor. What a run from Eduardo. Would have been a marvellous solo goal if he went the whole way himself there. But a good save from McGregor nonetheless, I suppose. You can't deny that. Still 0-0. 20 minutes into the game. Look, I'm very happy with the team I've got fielding. I'm very happy with how the tactic has been. We are undefeated in the league. I don't want it to end now though. I don't want our run to stop at the hands of Rangers. Because I want to hear the end of it in the comments section for the Rangers fans who watch the series. Still 0-0 though. And despite being a dominant team, there's not been too much to shout about bar that Eduardo chance. This is what happens when you have key highlights on and not extended highlights. But we'd be here all day if I had extended highlights on. The 2 strikers look stressed. Eduardo needed a rest coming into this game. So yeah, Eduardo's going to come off. He was tired. I think that's showing. Even though he went on a decent run and had that chance, I'm going to play Griffiths in the poacher role for the second half. Ayer and Julian are with the back 2. Eduardo's going to come off, which means El Yunusi's going to come on the left, and we're doing it. He's getting his derby debut after that performance midweek. I've installed a lot of faith in him, but he's coming on. Karim Moko, Dembele. Griffiths will stay in that poacher role. It's a bit more defensive, this tactic, a little more controlling of the game rather than attack. But look at the stats so far. Hopefully it doesn't change how dominant we've been. Barisic's free kick was just wide. The orange ball was out for winter as well. I just realised that. Right, here we go. Come on. Moritz Bauer gives it to Brown. We've got a couple of 4 yellow cards in fact against their none. We've been the dirtier side for a change. Julian over to Bauer. Bauer has a ball. Good chance to make here with a good cross. Nah, it's been cleared. But Cham will recover it. Ball out wide again to Bauer. Bauer, on you go. Go on. Oh, save Griffiths is there. He gets a go at Ibrox. A hair. There's a hair in my tongue. There we go. Griffiths at Ibrox. Come on. Hopefully he's celebrating right in front of them. Griffiths on the end of the rebound. Moritz Bauer doing really well, penetrating in, getting as close to McGregor as possible, and he's forced to just, you know, parry it out to Griffiths, and Griffiths is there to clean up. That's why we've got him in the poacher role. That's the kind of goals we need in these situations, and just like that, we're 1-0 up at Ibrox with that half-time tactic change. Eduardo, look on from there and learn how to get on the end of chances like that. That's what we need you to get those goals from. Because you've not done enough of it this season, even though you're the top scorer. But still, Celtic 1, Rangers 0. Looks as though it might end like that. But we do have another highlight. Bauer has been fundamentally very important on that right-hand side again. That's a ball in from Bauer. Cleaned up by Hollander. But Rangers, a bit panicky there. And it could have been an own goal with the way McGregor received that pass. Rangers 0, Celtic 1 still. We've got one more change we can make. I'm going to bring on Rogic. He loves a goal against Rangers. Come on, big man. Sending him on in place of Ryan Christie, a cultured attacking midfielder. And it looks as though we're going to do it 2 out of 2. I don't know, I've opened my fat mouth. Why have I opened my fat mouth? They're going to go and score now, watch this. Brown, that's fantastic. And then Cham just sweeps it away. Brown with some great defensive work, but they've still got the ball. It's still their highlight. Julian's up there first ball, and Golly out wide to El Yunusi and Cham. That is fantastic football there between the three of El Yunusi, Ball and Golan and Cham. Now we're moving forward. Now and Cham's got it. Struck. Oh, it's just over the bar. Could have been 2. We're into stoppage time. It looks as though we will win the game. Once again, why am I opening my fat mouth? We have won the game though, we've done it 2 out of 2. Our Lee Griffiths rebound is what sees us through, but it also means that we move even further ahead of Rangers in the table. It also means we are still unbeaten, and it looks like we could go the whole of the first half of the season unbeaten. 18 games, 15 wins, 3 draws. The 3 draws all coming away from home. We are now 12 clear of Rangers in what has been a very dominant season. Hearts in a massive game there. 6-3 win over St Johnstone, taking him into the top half. Around the league, Aberdeen getting a win at Livingston. Hibs dropping points to Killie. And then we never even checked the week before that, but all we need to know is, look, we are running away with this title this year. We're well in for a double. We're in the Europa League last 32. We could go for a treble next season. But that does it for this episode. If you enjoyed, know what to do, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.